Alright, so for this week we're going to be looking at two ticker symbols. We're going to be looking at NEM and we're going to be looking at Nvda. As we can see over here, we have both of the charts open and we're looking at the trading day for Friday and for Thursday. Friday and Thursday. Let's start off with NEM. Now NEM is something I rarely trade or I even look into. However, it was on my watch list for Thursday and Friday, so let's just hop into this and let's take a look at it. As we can see over here, Thursday and Friday was a very easy trading day. Thursday started off very bearish and it remained bearish until the end of the day. So taking into consideration that market opens at 9:30, I would have probably entered into this trade around 9:35 and I would have just held on to it. Now a lot of people realize that when it reaches this point and it's turning around, they click to close out of the trade. For those who were patient and decided to stay into the trade, they would have definitely made a profit. Now until the end of the day. Now how do you know when to close out of these trades? It's tricky, but there are certain things that you can do for that. You can look at different indicators. You can apply different indicators to the chart for an extra level of confirmation. You can also, such as the moving average, you can check for support resistance levels. As we can see over here, it bounced off of this level once, twice, and as far as this level over here, it broke it over here. So there's many things that someone can do. We can actually dive into this a little bit deeper. So if I draw a level over here and over here, straighten it out, copy and paste, and have another level right there, we can see that it goes below, it bounces off, up top, almost bounces off, up top, bounces off, and over here, looks like it could go up again, but it sort of slightly breaks this level, goes up a little bit, then breaks this level. By this time, you should know that it's almost the end of the day, and the market drops even further. So the market dropped from 66 to about 64 in that day. So there's many things that you can do, but a lot of people like to trade the indicators. A lot of people like to use other forms of technical analysis, and we go over all of this in our groups. So that's NEM for Thursday. As we can see, for Friday, the market started off at 9:30 as bearish. Many people may have been confused. They could have seen the market open, market was going down, however it turned right back around. So a lot of people may have decided to short sell over here, and if they did, they may have lost if they didn't close out quickly. A lot of people may have stayed in it, waited until the first 10 minutes of the market passed, until market open passed, and then entered into a long trade. As you can see over here, the market went all the way up. It jumped from 63 to about back to 66. So Thursday and Friday would have been great trading days. All you would have done is made 1 to 2 trades, 2 to 3 trades on both days. You would have been profitable. Now let's look at Nvda. As we can see over here, Thursday and Friday for Nvda, both very profitable. We're looking at Thursday Nvda, and as I mentioned in another one of our videos, usually the first 10-15 minutes of the market, that's where the markets are a little bit choppy. That's where people can lose money, that's where people make money, that's where impulse buyers come in, that's where impulse sellers come in, that's where people get afraid and they close out quickly. So in order for you to be profitable when it comes to trading, let's say you have a $10,000 account on Thinkorswim, the trading software. By the way, I have no or any broker service, Thinkorswim, E-Trade, whatever it is you're using. Let's say you have $10,000 in it. Now that $10,000 is going to have to be a cash account if you want to day trade. If it was a margin account, then you would only be able to make 3 trades per week. However, it's a cash account, you can make more than 3 trades per week. However, the dollar amount and the cost of the trade will be a reflection of what you have in there. So it's generally a better idea to have about 25 in a margin account, because that will allow you to make more than 3 trades per week, and you'll have more cash to trade with. Taking into consideration its capital, and it's usually 2x, 2 times the amount that you initially put in there is what you can you sort of have to trade with. Now over here, it looks like we would have been in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. Depending on the cost of the trade, your account, the amount that you can trade with will go down. However, it will be reset the next day. If this isn't making sense, we go over all of this in the mastermind. This is more advanced, but I'm just saying it so that you can get a brief understanding for the advanced people who will watch this. So the market goes up, down. Knowing when to close out is probably the most skillful thing you can do over here. Going up, down, and bounces off the level. A couple of re-entries, possibly 1 re-entry over here, 2nd re-entry, and 3rd re-entry over here. And it looks like on the 3rd re-entry, could have just ridden that through all the way to the end. So at about 1:30, we've gone into that trade, stayed into that trade, and you would have been fine for the rest of the day. Now, trading is a skill set, and it's learned with time and practice. So we don't just put our money into the software and trade. We take our time, we practice, we learn, and then we move forward from there. So this is a step-by-step thing. This is not going to happen overnight. Could take you weeks, could take you months, could even take you years. But it is definitely a profitable skill to have, and a great skill to have. So that's it for this week. This is June 11th. We were looking at Nvda, and we were looking at NEM, Newmont Corporation. If you have any questions, head over to our website at www.awakeglobalcapital.com. We have a chat feature in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Just hit that and we'll respond to you as soon as possible. You can send us an email, and we'll also respond to you as soon as possible. Looking forward to hearing from you.